Hello, everybody. Hopefully, you're able to hear me. I'm using this instead of my other mic, trying to get the internet to work properly. So, yeah, we'll see how this works out. Starting from the top, we've got some comments from earlier. Douglas Gatrell says, "Happy birthday." Thank you. Yak been here. Oh, the party! Oh my goodness. Bernard Flint says, "Happy birthday. Your videos are interesting and educational." Thank you. And more emojis. Brings all the cake emojis. I'm excited. Fishy says, "Happy birthday," also with cake. Yay. And more emojis. Um Mara Mushi says, "You're awesome." Oh, thank you. And I love your videos. Thank you so much. And apparently there were pinata emojis, but they don't look like that in the chat. Oh, llamas. I'm so confused. Okay. Kaishana, happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. And you'd like to give a video suggestion? Go ahead. Susan Beaver, hello. How are you? Peter Cunnington, very happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Lots of the emojis today. Hopefully, I'm assuming you can hear me. But hopefully you can hear me all right with this one. I get nervous when I use like different stuff than normal, so it gets to me sometimes. Um, Hannah Hannah Keto says happy birthday. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Kiwi in space, and also happy birthday. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Susan, as well. Oh my goodness. So yeah, thank you all for all the happy birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. It has been an interesting day. I had to go to lab on my birthday. Not like there are people who have to like go to work on their birthday. Anyway, um, but it was pretty chill. We didn't have to do like crazy stuff, and we didn't have like high stakes tests, and we got out early, so that was nice. Yeah, Yak Binner says birthday party time. Yes, it's birthday party time. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Peter. Peter Cunnington says, "Got any balloons?" You know, I don't. I don't have any balloons. I had a picture of balloons. Also, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Yes, I can hear you. That is good. That is good news. Charles, I'm not sure how to say your last name. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all the lovely what am I trying to say? All the lovely messages. I really appreciate it. Whitney Mason, thank you so much. Kaishana says, uh, here, I guess I should put it up here. That would be helpful, especially when it's long. A video suggestion. A video suggestion is about how to help autistic people who are going through hard time and get people to understand why what they do hurts us as a community. That's a good idea. I'm not sure how I would go about that quite yet, but yeah. Yes, it is just a birthday hangout. Yeah, pretty much sentiments. Okay, so yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing today. I don't really have a special topic or anything other than just being like, yay, birthday. Peter says, I always have balloons for my birthday. Very cool. Very, very cool. I haven't had, well, I don't know when the last time was that I had actual balloons for my birthday. The thing is, it's sad though because they slowly like, like over time. And so, yeah, anyway. Um, oh, Fishy says, just quick so it's out of the way. I were in one of your streams a while back telling you about getting screened for autism. Update! They said no autism, but ADHD. And as good as got ADHD diagnosis on Friday. So still part of the neurodivergent community. And done. How was your day? Very cool. Congratulations on your ADHD diagnosis. Uh, so far, my day has been pretty good, especially for a lab day. Usually I'm like completely wiped out, and so far haven't been. Oh my gosh, we've got more emojis going on. Balloons are my autistic special interests, Peter says. That's really cool. Yeah. So like what do you do with them? Like do you like let them live out their life until they like slowly have no more air in them and they're just like floppy, or do you like end them when they're still happy? Like, what do you do? Like, are there rules to this? I wanna know. Um, ooh, you can make balloon animals too, that's so cool. Thank you for the pretty emoji, Susan Beaver. Been seeking out jobs as of late, Douglas says. Very nice. I've been hearing a lot about people, seeking out jobs, which is pretty good news actually in general. So I don't know how it is everywhere. I've heard that it's like this in the UK. It's definitely like this here. We're seeing like really bad shortages of like people able to work or like being at work. So like that's like causing all sorts of other shortages or whatever. I don't know all the dynamics behind it, so I'm not like a professional in this area in any way. But I have been noticing a strange amount of um, things just like nobody has workers. Um, so I guess all of that to say, maybe that means that it might be easier for autistic people to get a job now because like they're looking for people and maybe they won't be as picky about like you being perfect at the job interview because I know I personally am not the best at job interviews. I'm really bad at job interviews actually. Peter says, sometimes I pop balloons, other times I blow them up with air or helium. They just make me so happy. Oh, that's really cool. Parter, I can't even say. Party Peter Cunnington, they call him when he breaks out his balloon animal talents. Cool emoji. Oh my goodness. You guys are so fun. Okay, question. That's not super relevant, but something I'm wondering about because I just got another message today about this. Have you all had issues commenting on my last video if you wanted to comment? Because I've had two people say that they can't comment or that like when they commented their thing disappeared. I've had someone say like they saw the video before it was released, which I don't know how that happened. And then like I don't know. It's just really weird. A lot of weird stuff is going on um, with that video. So I don't know what I need to do to fix that. I really don't. Or maybe it's just a few people and it's just normal. I don't know. It just seems more glitchy than usual. Flying Falcon says happy birthday. Thank you, and thank you for coming. Join the very amusing party. There's not even balloons. It's okay. Yeah, my husband was really sweet. This morning, he got me like the little vase thing with roses in it and stuff. It was very sweet. And so now I have a cupcake also to eat for my birthday cake. And yeah, which is nice because like we have like two people here. We don't really need a whole cake. So having like a cute little cupcake is fun. I'm excited. Yogbin here says, I'll go look at that video quick. Thank you. I've inhaled helium too. I haven't done that. I haven't done that I can remember at least. And people offer it to me, and I'm always like, um, I don't know. I'm just like scared. I don't know why I'm scared. I'm like, you're not supposed to, but people do it all the time just to make the funny like voices and stuff. I don't know. It just weirds me out. I don't want to do it. Fishy says, "What is your favorite cake?" That's a good question. That's a really good question. So like in my world for the longest time, cake was like vanilla or chocolate or like maybe expanding to like red velvet. Um and for a while, I would have yellow cake with chocolate frosting for my birthday, but then I kind of got tired of that kind. I think I like the normal like white cake pretty good as long as it's like moist, even though a lot of people don't like that word. Um, and yeah, but my sister-in-law is yeah, I was waiting for that to fall. It finally did. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm getting distracted really quick. Candace Mountain says, "I don't know why birthday pie is not a thing. I like pie. I think pumpkin pie for my birthday would be pretty cool. Just say it would be pretty cool." Um, Sean Coffee says, "Happy birthday." Whenever the text of the comment contains information about particular organizations that do autism research and are associated with eugenics, they disappear after reload. Interesting. Fancy, fancy, interesting. Crystal says happy birthday with lots of emojis. Thank you. Ew, pecan pie is gross. I know a lot of people like pecan pie, but I don't. Ew. You love cake only if it's vegan, says Peter. Um, lots of that would be a very large tank of helium there, flying falcon. Um, yeah. So my sister-in-law, she makes like fancy cakes and stuff like that, and she makes this cake that has like fruit in it and it's really good. It's really good. And so now that would be my favorite cake in my opinion, I think, but in general, if we're talking like in general, if someone was like, "I'll pick up a cake," I'm good with like the normal like white cake, but I like chocolate frosting better than like the other normal frostings, but I do like buttercream is good. I don't like the whipped kind. We're n we are continuing to talk about things you can inhale to change your voice. Um, Blind Falcon says, "Stephanie is wrong. It's nice when made right, AKA not store-bought." Okay, I'll give you that. Maybe that's the case. I just don't like the texture or the taste of the bleh. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. I also really don't like walnuts. Walnuts are the worst. Okay, I'm sorry if you like walnuts, but they are disgusting. And so, like, when I was younger, my mom would have us like she would get like this bag, and it would have like different types of like nuts, and we have the nutcrackers and stuff, and of course, like winter-ish time, like all winter time because I guess that makes sense. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. And she would have us cracking them open, and like we try to eat them. Blech, blech. I don't like the texture. I don't like the taste, and it's like it goes like I don't know how to explain. It's just mush. It's like not mush, but it is kind of mush, but it's not. It's like crunchy then mush. Then blech. It's nasty. Don't don't want. DVD and film blog. Hello. Hi, I won't be here very long. In fact, this will be my only message because I have to work in the morning. Anyway, happy birthday. Well, thank you for stopping by, even though you're short on time, and I hope you have a good rest. I'm starting to miss people. Sorry. Um, we have pecan pie. Making tips in the chat. Walnuts have super bitter. They have a spongy but firm texture. Yeah, it's like weird because it's like both, and in the most unpleasant way possible. Like honestly, ugh. Like like when you talk about something or you like think about something and you can like feel it or taste it. Like I specifically, there's like a part of like my tooth that like I don't know. It doesn't make sense, right? But it feels like I can feel it like right on my tooth where that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense, but that's how my brain works sometimes, and it's really gross. I don't want. Yeah. Anyways, oh my goodness. Yeah. So we talked about that. And I don't know. I have some stuff that may or may not be cooking up in the background, but it really depends on if I have the time to do it. Because my program for occupational therapy is no joke. Um, like it's a lot. Hold on, I got distracted again. Sean Coffee says, "I confess, I get it, but I like it too." On the tooth, yeah, but I like it. Really interesting. I don't like it. I don't like it. Also, okay. Also, when having buttercream or other sweet items, there's like certain parts of my mouth, like especially like okay, so like the lower part here, and then like um the inside gum part underneath, like below the teeth, that part, if I get something too sweet in that area, it's too much. I don't like it anymore. So I have to stop eating it because it's like it's too much. It sends some weird sensation and it's gross. Anyway, so yeah. That's a good question. Yogg been here says, "What are some of your favorite birthday celebration memories from previous birthdays?" That's a good question. I know one year my husband made me a cake, which was sweet. Well, there's a picture, and that's the only reason I easily can conjure up that memory. Um, there was 2 times, I think 2 times, in which I actually got to invite my entire, like, class over, and a lot of them actually came, which was, like, a whole thing. Um, we played in the backyard, was fun. We had a swing set. I was on a swing the whole time, and nobody could tell me that I had to share because it was my birthday. But yeah, we usually didn't have, like, a lot of people over. We didn't do, like, I guess a lot of people would normally just, like, invite their whole class, like, all the time. That wasn't normal for my family, at least not that I remember. So yeah, I remember kindergarten or pre-K, I had a friend in the apartment complex we lived in, and probably just because we were the only kids there that age. And we played Pin the Tail on the Donkey, and that poster for pinning the tail on the donkey stayed on that door for a very, very, very long time. We never took it down, if I remember correctly. Of course, recently I've noticed sometimes I get my memories mixed up with other stuff, which is really weird. Yeah. Um, Candace says, I will stick to pumpkin pie. I discovered pumpkin pie ice cream once and it was amazing. Really? That is interesting. I love pumpkin pie, but I don't know if I could do it in ice cream. Fishy says, I get you. I can't deal with the texture of shrooms, seasoned bread, fat, and tendons in food. Ugh. Yes. Very similar on that. Hashtag share the swings says, yeah, I've been here. Never. Oh my goodness. Marmushi says, "What is your favorite music?" That's a good question as well. Okay, so do I feel like other people like have an easier go-to for this. So in general, I usually tend to listen to like stuff that lands in like Christian music. But that's also very varied, right? Like you have your gospel, you have your like what is that called? It's like really country, but it's like gospel country, like I don't even know. Um, so, like, I'm not really into that part, but, like, I guess, like, the maybe I'm just really basic. Like, the more, like, what would it be considered, like, pop music that, like, has a fun beat or whatever, just because it's fun. And then I like very moody songs. I don't know if that makes any sense. Um Remember, he who controls the pumpkin spice controls the white girls. The that reminds me of the Han Solo joke, like with like the meme where they're like it's Han Solo season because everybody has the anyway. That just reminded me of that. Sean Coffee says, "Who else is freaked out by cinnamon?" You know, honestly, not me. I wonder if there are some other people who are also freaked out by cinnamon other than you. I'm sure there are. I mean, in the chat though, specifically. Hello, Ellis. Popping on to say merry birthday. Be well. Thank you. You be well as well. Hello, mom. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the stream, my virtual birthday party with all of my friends. Oh my goodness. A sandworm? A sandworm? Y'all have interesting imaginations, it's fantastic. I don't know why a sandworm. Also, I don't know that I'm imagining the right thing when you say sandworm. Have you ever used a chewy gem? I haven't used like a specific one. Well, okay. So I have used one. I've used a chewy before, but not like specifically from the brand Chewy Gem. But like I don't know, I need to keep it on me more often because whenever I actually remember to have it on me, then I don't need it. But then when I need it, I don't have it, and then I start biting on things I don't need to bite on. I don't tend to chew that much. It's more of a bite thing. um, Yakbin here says, "Mom is in the chat. The party can start now." Woo! Kiwi and Smith says they're referring to Dune. I don't know what that means. It's a book. Ah, it's from the book of Dune. Okay, okay. You have an adult pacifier. That works out, I guess. Um, Desi says, "Happy birthday." Thank you, Desi. Yay. All the happy birthdays. I don't know what to do. It's like, okay. This is slightly less awkward than an actual party because because I don't have to entertain you here. Um, but there is a little bit of that same like, all right, so supposed to be interesting, I think. But yeah, not really an interesting person. I love how I say that and like literally two people just like booted in, in that moment. It's a famous line from the book, He who controls the spice controls the universe. Ah, I got you. Nice. I get it now, probably. I guess the alternative is chewing bits of insulation from electrical wiring. Maybe not. Maybe not. It's ADHD Awareness Month. Very cool. Yeah, I heard about that in passing. I know it was something else. Something else was being shared a lot more than think yesterday. I saw ADHD Awareness Month as well. Um, oh, thank you. I cannot read your name, but I will show you up here just because I can't read in other language. Happy birthday, and I want to say thank you for your video on ABA. I enjoyed the deep take on it. It helped me a lot of things on the psychotherapy for autistic. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry if I butchered what you just said. Ari is a mess says happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Kiwi in Space says Dune might be on everybody's minds because the new movie is about to come out. Oh, I'm gonna be one of those people who watches the movie and doesn't read the book and makes everybody mad. It's great. Actually, okay, but if you're gonna watch, like, it's so frustrating because when you read the book, right, you're excited that there's a movie about it, but then you watch the movie and you're like, that wasn't in the movie, or like that wasn't everything, and then you get irritated. And then you get irritated at all the people who are watching the movie and never read the book because they don't know what they're talking about. So, I'll just be the person that you get mad at. That way I don't feel like it's ruined. Um, I can't go to Norway soon. Jack V says, "Happy birthday." Thank you, thank you. Sean says, "It's all chill. The worst is having the pressure to entertain." You're not wrong. Yakbin here says, "What was a cool birthday present you got as a child?" I don't know. That's a good question. Hey, mom, if you're still in the chat, you should remind me of something. I don't remember. I don't remember what I don't know, dude. That's a good question. I don't know. I think it's like with that phenomenon where like if someone asks you phenomenon phenomenon. If someone asks you like something on the spot and then you just like that never existed, but that's not true because like your brain is just like yeah. Anyway, maybe it will come to me later. No, you're fine, Yakvin here. Um, the memes of destruction. Hey guys, what's going on? Hello, hello. We're just hanging out. This is the virtual it's a virtual birthday party. It's more of it's a stream where we're hanging out because it's my birthday and also we didn't have the stream last month technically because we switched weeks to be able to release the research um video. Also, thank you for the happy birthdays. What was the question? Okay, I'll scroll up for you, Mom. What was the cool birthday present you got as a child? Do you remember? Oh, what's that? Well, that might have been Christmas though. Mom, remind me of some cool birthday presents I got. More conversation about Dune and now feeling super left out. Oh my goodness, Liz. Thank you. Liz Jenkins also hello. Happy happy haps. Thank you, and thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. And also for some reason happy haps sounds nice. It's fun. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yay. That was very nice of you. I will. Thank you. Yeah. Yep. I always feel so awkward. I'm so sorry. Okay. Yay for happy stimming. Yes. Yes, and also welcome in. Okay. Okay. Question. Yogg in here just said welcome into the memes of destruction. Um, since when has I don't know. Do you know who am I missing something? I'm, I'm, why why is Falcon seem displeased. I'm confused. Um, Liz says, "Good to see you. Yay. I don't get to come to your lives as often as I'd like to. Happy birthday, love." Oh, thank you. I always like it when you are able to come, and I appreciate it. So thank you for making it out for my birthday. That was so nice of you. I feel like I was saying something and then I forgot. Oh, so question, turtles? I brought up turtle. Okay. Focus. Focusing. What are we talking about? We were talking about something. I'm getting sorry. Yay, happies. Um, where was I? My brain just left me. It left me hanging. That was great. Love that for me. Oh, since when has welcome in been a thing? I want to know this because okay, so like usually you would be like, "Hi, welcome to such and such place," or like, "Good morning," or "Good evening," or "Hello." But then someone had come in had come in as an assistant manager or something, and they were always saying welcome in, and I was like, that's kind of an interesting, like, quirky way of saying that. That's kind of odd. And then everyone else on staff started saying it, and I was like, are they just saying it because like the other person said it or what? And then I'm hearing it everywhere, and I'm like, when was this a thing? Am I just like not noticing it until that person said it? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Susan, thank you. Susan Beaver, I need to thank you. I need to open it on the other side so I can see your sticker. I want to see the sticker. You sent a super sticker and I want to see the sticker. And I'm probably gonna okay, I think it's muted now because I don't want to have to hear myself back. I hate it when that happens. I want to see the sticker. Let's see the sticker. I'm coming over to the YouTube side purely because I want I want to see the sticker. It just says sticker. Oh, fun! It's a little party dancing pear looking dude. That's so cute. Thank you. Okay, sorry. I had to see it. I wanted to see it real quick. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. there's something happening. I'm just having my restless legs as usual and scrolling my mouse a lot just to scroll. I mean, if it works, it works. Um, I feel like many memes I do not understand. Ah, my mom has come through. She says, "Double chocolate mint chip from Starbucks going to the Italian restaurant." That would be accurate representation of my birthdays. Probably like mostly teenage years, yeah. Yeah. Welcome. Yakman here is going to explain this for me. Welcome in is a thing for welcoming people into homes, but I started saying it more often after watching live streams where people are welcomed into the chat. Very nice. Well, like I wasn't saying like you shouldn't welcome them into the chat. I would just welcome in. I've always just heard welcome. Am I crazy? I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, say bye. Fishy says, "Well, I got to update you, wish you a happy birthday, and hear about your day. I'm socially exhausted, so gonna go and binge watch Supernatural. Take care. Have fun. Take care. Enjoy your binge watching." Mr. Mark, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I guess I should say welcome in now. I'm probably not going to, but I should. I feel like I missed something earlier. I don't know. I probably did, but if I start scrolling back, I'm gonna get lost and confused, and then I don't think that works out for anybody. Yeah, if I was saying something at any point okay, no, there was a welcome in thing. Yeah, totally. Okay, we're good. We're good. Flying Falcon. Flying Falcon has a farewell. Oh my goodness. I hope you go fix the crack in your rear, sir. You guys have a good night. Thank you. You have a good night too. Hope you fix your problem. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry, I will calm down. Oh, Jay Sherry says happy birthday. Thank you, thank you. See, like some of the like emojis will show up and then sometimes stuff won't. And I'm just like, why? Why not? Why will you not show me? But yeah. Trying to think of something that would be mildly interesting to you guys. So you guys get something out of me sitting here. And you guys sitting with me, which is very kind, by the way. I'm pretty sure I do all. Um Burr says happy birthday. Thank you, thank you. Mr. Mark also says happy birthday. Thank you, thank you. Love the emojis as well. Appreciate it. And yeah. So today, um, I got out I have one of those, it's like a rubber rope thing. They call them, some places call them monkey noodles. Um And, I guess, like, I don't know, today maybe I'm just, like, super happy. Question, someone had mentioned this before, where they get, like, what they would consider to be, like, excited meltdowns, where they just, like, get out of hand, but, like, they can't control it, and it starts to go, like, not well, but it's, like, happy sounds or, like, happier things. I don't know if that makes sense, but I've experienced that a few times. Um A lot of times, like, I just can't stop when I'm going on a whole, like, thing. I wonder if that happens to you guys. But today I had to use my stretchy noodle after a quiz in in lab, um, because I was just so out of hand. Because like, I'll start saying stuff, or making noises, and that's not really appropriate while people are trying to take a quiz. So I was like, I'm gonna try to use this, and it actually worked quite well. It did help. Mom, my puppy, who is very much not a puppy anymore, she is in her bed because every single time I let her stay out when I'm on a stream, she decides she's going to lose her mind, either at something she imagines she heard outside, something she actually heard outside, or the fact that I'm not paying attention to her. How do you use a stretchy noodle? Okay, so you can stretch it because it's a stretchy noodle. So that's what I was doing. There's like this thing. Okay, so like if you stretch it out like this, like with your arms out extended, maybe kind of like here, sometimes it can help like give you pretty good proprioceptive feedback, which is nice, because I tend to be a proprioceptive seeker. And then I was using it to wrap around my wrist and let that sit for a minute, and then do the other one, let that sit for a minute. And then you can also just do wiggly wacky things with it if you want to. You can do whatever you want to do with a stretchy noodle. That's the great thing about it. um, yeah, Nola is a party pup. Me. Adam Miner says, I tend to wrap mine around my finger. See, that works too. I would tend to wrap mine around my wrists and sometimes through my fingers too, yeah. I had at one point where they were together because mine is my one I got recently is bigger because I have some that are smaller and they're like thinner. But these ones are pretty long so they can kind of hold up better. And I was like so apparently if you do this a lot, you're probably helping yourself with some of that input as well. It is kind of calming. I had that together with like the noodle thing wrapped around my hands, and it helped for quite a while. The noodle, what does it look like? I don't have one near me. It looks like a noodle. Just Google monkey noodle, mom, and that should help you. Or like add the word sensory just in case so you don't get something weird showing up on your Google thing, because that would not be good. Yeah. So I have one more video that is recorded, and then after that I don't have like anything. So just a heads up. Hopefully, hopefully we'll still be able to keep on schedule, but I'm not promising anything because I have one midterm this week and then two midterms next week. And then sorry. Um Something called manual muscle testing I have to do and learn all of those things. And then we're also doing like this whole activity analysis thing where you have to like take an activity, right? And then you it break it down into steps, and then you have to like go into literally like the end position of everything. So like if your wrist is flexed, right? And then you have to say like what muscles are causing that to happen, and then is this with or against gravity? And what kind of contraction is that? So, like, for every little thing, yeah, it's a big project. And so, like, a lot of these classes, what they'll do is, like, they'll have their workload, and then they'll, have, like, one project on the side, and I already did the one project, um, for one of my classes done, which was cool because I presented on ASD, and I had actually told you guys, regarding that a little bit, and that was nice, but I still have 2, like, bigger things that are supposed to happen, and, I'm not really excited about it because there's not a lot of, like, time and space for additional stuff on top of, like, the type of course load that they've given us, but the people who came before us, so we get a 2nd year. I'm a dweeb for this, but, we get senpais. We get paired with our senpais as kohais. It's great. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just ignore me. But basically, we get 2nd year mentors, and mine was telling me how like, the classes that we are taking right now are probably the hardest, which I hope she's right. I don't know if she means just the hardest, but not the most time consuming. I don't know. So hopefully things will ease up a little bit, but we'll see. Okay, sorry, I missed a lot. Um, Foam rollers are awesome. Those do sound awesome. I haven't really tried them out yet though. Monkey noodle was what I googled and it came right up just fine. Okay, good to know. Liz Jenkins says, "Ooh, I do that and rock my head in like the joint where your head slides forward and back on your neck. I should know what that is. I am not explaining this well. It's okay." um, are you open to topic suggestions for later on? Yeah, if you want to suggest something, it might be a while, but you can feel free to suggest something. Mithra, hey, happy birthday, YouTube star Steph. Thank you, even though that might be a bit of an exaggeration there. Brett Hornby says midterms make you lose sleep. You are not kidding. They do. I'm just really lucky because most of them are letting us have open book. But because they're letting us have open book, they're timed, so you obviously need to like pretty much know what you're doing anyway. Um, happy to be here as an NT. Welcome. We're happy to have you here as well. I want to be Hokage. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Veneer says you could make a whole video about monkey noodles just for fun. I could. I really, really could if I really wanted to. I don't know. I've been having a really big problem with initiation, and so, like, just the thought of, like, sitting down and doing a video, even if it's, like, not super hard difficult, has just been like, sounds like a lot." And so I think it's an initiation issue, I don't know. I'm trying. What's it is fun, though, to, like that's something okay, question, would you be interested in this? I find it interesting to do. But would you be interested in hearing a breakdown of like what like typical symptoms or typical signs or whatever of autism are, like what that's actually called? Because like a lot of times it'll be like the person repeats words, for example. I'm like, oh, that's echolalia. And they say this happens if they start doing these things. Oh, that's called this, and this is why they do that. Like I find it very interesting now because I understand these things, but at the beginning it was like these are these mysterious, you know, things that I do and I don't understand, or I've seen people do this and I don't know why, and what is that? And like now that I understand better, like I'm just like, oh, well, that's they're talking about this, like, but they're putting it in words that people understand better. Because like, if I was just like, yeah, echolalia, a lot of people are like, what are you talking about? Yeah. So would you be interested in that, or is that just kind of something that's just gonna sit in my brain? It's also fine. Open book is great, but still stressful. Yes, you're not wrong. um, Taking initiative is a difficult thing sometimes. You are correct. Happy birthday. Thank you. Sorry. Okay, I'll get back to you in a second. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. Marcelo, happy birthday from Brazil. Thank you. Very impressed with your titles, translations, maybe believe you speak Portuguese. Wow, that's really cool. So I don't personally translate those. I send them through Google. So apparently Google is actually really good at that. That actually is really comforting because I know in some languages it comes across really crazy. And I want these videos to be able to make it to people who maybe don't have English as a first language or maybe don't even understand English. I do think a little bit of understanding is helpful just because I know that Google Translate isn't always the best. The memes of destruction says the mind is a fascinating place. Indeed, it is. You think that would be great. Okay. Are you talking to are you talking about what I was just saying is what I mean? Yeah, I would definitely love to see that or do that or something that. Oh yes, especially since you used that word proprioceptive a few moments ago. Okay, yay. I will think about doing that. I'll figure out a way that I can do that. I may soon I need to I really gotta not avoid my inboxes. I don't know if you guys are bad at this, but I cannot handle sometimes like I'll clear out my inboxes on, like, different social media platforms and stuff, and yes, okay. Um, and then, like, people will respond, and now that I'm over having responded to people, I don't wanna have to face what, what they're about to say or like what like I don't know what they're it could be even really nice like oh thanks or something but like the pressure of like having to take on and think through what maybe they want and like being able to give that back causes me to really avoid my inboxes a lot which has been super bad on Facebook so if you if you have been messaging me on Facebook I apologize because I've been really, really bad about that inbox. I've been kind of bad about Instagram, but I've been working on keeping that one down. And my email, there's been some people who emailed me, and I apologize because I read it and I never responded. So yeah, I'm sorry. I should work on that. But then it like becomes a while longer, right? And then it's like, I don't know if it's awkward to answer now that it's been like a month. And so then I put it off more. So I apologize. Um, Yummy the rabbit says, "Hi, hello, hello." Uh, Yogmin here says, "Thank you for not avoiding us here in the YouTube chat." Yeah, we'll see. Like this is more like an open conversation, right? Like we're having an active here and now conversation. Time has been set aside for us to interact. But after this, no promises. I don't know. Does anybody else do that, or is this just a bad habit of mine? Because I know some people are really strict about keeping up with all their emails and all their inboxes and stuff. I'm really bad about reading and then never responding. Oh, thank you. Don't stress yourself about inboxing. It's okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I just feel bad because I know like some people are just like coming to talk, some people want advice, and like some people have like important things that are time sensitive, and like all of those things end up sitting there. Because I just, if I touch one, I'm gonna have to touch them all, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Um, Oh my goodness. Jack V says I always get in trouble for opening messages and not responding. The Means of Destruction says you basically described Professor Dick Feynman's greatest moment. I don't understand this reference. I'm sorry. Liz says still trying to find out what that joint is or how it works. So, I've got to head to bed. Nighty night and enjoy the rest of your day. Good night. Have a good sleep, and maybe eventually we'll figure out what that joy is. Well, like, okay, I should have it in my book. It should be in my book. It really should. Yak Beaner says, "Oh, should you set aside some time to respond to some emails and then not bother replying at other times?" That's a good question. But then I see it's there, right? So it's new. Like, is this important? Should I pay attention? And so I might like peep at it and I'm like, do I want to read all that? I don't want to read all that right now. And then I forget about it. So it's like kind of a mixture. Um, Hello, Amanda. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? I'm the Amanda from Portugal, in case anyone remembers. Welcome back. Happy to have you. It's totally okay. Don't worry. Thanks. So there's a lot of references that y'all are getting that I don't get, but it's great because who knows, maybe eventually I'll get one and at least the rest of y'all are getting it. So that's good. I am the annoying person who gets almost nothing. And I feel like that's been my personality trait. Just kidding. Oh, hello, Alex Carson. Happy birthday, Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming by to say happy birthday. It was very nice of you. Oh, yay. I feel like, oh, yes. I remember there was a stream. Okay, this bothered me for a while. I don't even know if this is accurate memory, yeah? But I remember a stream, I was shouting out people, and I was talking a lot with Alex Carson, and I was never like, "Hey, by the way, if you didn't know, Alex Carson is also a YouTuber, and she does cool stuff on YouTube." And I felt really bad because I was like, this whole time, I never even said it, and I know I was, like, saying a bunch of people. So, you all should check her out, just saying. Liz says, "I'm sure it's just the top vertebrae, but you can move it in a way that relieves headaches a little." Okay, love you know. Bye now. Okay, bye. So your top, it's your atlas, then your axis, and then C3. Yeah. So it's technically C1, C2, and C3, but the first one's your atlas, and it sits on your axis, and your axis. Oh, which one allows what? Oh, so your atlas. I should know this. One of them allows rotation and the other one allows, um, I think flexion and extension? My professor would hate me right now. We're like, "Fail." Yeah. Because the top one that connects, like, right with the, occipital condyles is the atlas. So maybe it's that one. Sean Coffey says, I'm confused. Okay, when Yummy the rabbit gets here, everybody's gonna jump for joy. What do you call it when everything is a song lyric? I don't know. What would you call that? I do not know what you would call it if everything is a song lyric. I do not understand. I feel like I'm not understanding something again. It's fine. We so yup. Yeah, if you were hoping for updates, I apologize. Basically, I don't know. Um Jack V says the best birthday parties are the ones where you learn about vertebrae, right? Is the axis for the movement? See, I feel like it would be, right? Because, like, okay, so there's a little like pointy thing at the top of the axis that's called the dens, and it like it comes in, um, like comes up to where the atlas sits. So yeah, it allows for some kind of, I would assume, like a rotation, right? Because like it would be, I don't know. Probably Miss Hausa says probably a musical. That, I guess that would make sense, yes. And also hello. Um Yak here says Jack V knows a good party when he sees one. Alex Carson says, "Oh my goodness, no need to apologize for not shouting me out. LOL." And also go subscribe to Stephanie. She's super awesome, and it's her birthday. It is my birthday. Thank you. Oh my goodness. It's an honor to be a part of it. Are we in a musical right now? Are we in a musical? That's what's happening. Are we in a musical birthday party learning about vertebrae? Because that definitely sounds like an autistic party, and I'm down. I mean, I'm in it, so I feel like I'm not participating in the musical part, but I think some of y'all are. So I mean, that works. So yay. Yup. I kind of want to. Okay. The other day, I talked with my mother-in-law in the back seat because we were driving to a place that was like 2-ish hours away. And I think for at least an hour and a half, I talked her ear off about how different bones are and like what different things are called and what they do, and then different conditions and stuff like that. But she seemed interested, so that worked out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Also, happy birthday. I forgot to say it. Thank you. Best party where talk about interesting things. True. See, I could be boring and talk about the weather. But sometimes the weather is not boring when we're talking about tornadoes and hurricanes. Just sometimes. Or like thunderstorms are so nice. Okay, okay. But like the best thing is when it's cool, but not like chilly, like you feel icky, but like cool and crisp, and like the wind is coming through, and it's like gray, darkish clouds and stuff. So like it's not super bright outside, and like it's gonna try to rain eventually, but it's not quite like stinking of rain, if that makes sense. And then you can just go outside and spin. That's the best time. I don't know if you guys do that, but it's the best time to spin. Just saying. So, how's the weather? Out of my. So, how's the weather? Currently is looking a bit cloudy, but it's not quite the weather I want. Uh, Yak Veneer says a musical birthday party learning about vertebrae could be an alternate stream title. You're not wrong. I might need to change it to that. Miss Housen says the vertebrae are connected to the brain. That's awesome. You guys are funny. Ah, see, like we could learn about vertebrae. Okay, we learned about the first. We learned about the first two, and I had a really hard time understanding the difference between like the lamina and the pedicle. But I learned if I say pedicle, kind of funny. It reminds me that it's the. Yep, I already forgot. Congratulations, me. Wait. Oh, no, I already forgot. I had to memorize like all this stuff in a really short amount of time. No, crud muffin. I think the pedicle is the part that attaches the transverse processes to the body of the vertebra. I think, or is that the lamina? I don't know. Now I'm confused. It's great. uh, we love perfectly temperate weather. And Amanda says, "Besties, I'm so lost with this vertebrae thing. It's okay. We can be lost together." My mom says, "I need to go. I have to call your grandma." Okay. I'm sure she will tell me to tell you happy birthday. So in advance, from grandma, happy birthday. Okie dokie. And also tell her I say thank you from me. Oh, we can move on from vertebrae if it's too confusing. But one last thing, technically, if it ends with an AE, it's supposed to sound like E, but everyone says vertebrae. Vertebra and vertebrae. Like everybody says that. But it's actually technically vertebrae according to the rules for like everything else that's spelled that way. So I'm gonna say vertebrae. Ooh, we have interesting fact. Sean Coffey says the occipital bone can be slid along C1 forward and backward. One does this when they walk like an Egyptian. Alex Carson says, "You see, you aren't celebrating a birthday party right if you didn't at least learn something." A wise person. Oh my gosh. Brendan says, "Somehow I was not aware that people actually named all the bones." Yes, unfortunately they did, and all the little parts of them as well. Love you too, mom. Good night. Yeah. So the first two of the vertebrae get like the fancy name. The rest are just like whether there's so you have cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral, and technically like I don't I don't know. They always just teach you like because so like if it's called like C, I don't know, your C4 or whatever, that means it's your cervical vertebrae, the fourth one. And then then it starts on T, which is thoracic, and thoracic is the same thing as it means something with chest. So anytime you hear thorax or thoracic or something like that, it's got to do with your chest. So pretty much all your like those things, your vertebrae that are near your chest area, those are probably gonna start with a T. And then as you get down lower, it's your lumbar, which a lot of people probably are familiar with that. And then they start with L. And then they get into the sacral region, which I kind of get lost on. And then you end up with your coccyx, which is like the very last little tailbone thingy. Yeah, yeah. All 206 of them. Yeah. I had a test very recently. This is a blast from the past. Sorry, it just kinda cracks me up. Mara says, "I'm not into Christian contemporary, but I like metal and punkish music." There you go. See, like, meme says, "Night mom." Um, I'm really bad at figuring out I need to, like, sit down one day, and figure out, like, what technically belongs to what genre, like, what the kind of feel of stuff is, um, and then remember it. So when people ask me, I can give them a better answer than the one that I do. I also need to work on like there's so many questions people ask and they ask them enough for me to know an answer. Like I need to like sit down one day and just come up with the answers for the questions that people ask me that I don't know how to answer. And then I answer them and then I'll have a script. Perfect. Um, Yummy the Rebus also says also talking about birthday stuff. Do you relate to your zodiac sign? That is a good question. Okay. Okay, so I know there's like different things. So are you talking about like the whole like because I might be wrong. Or is that no, that's another thing. I don't know. Give me an example. There are two things in my head that are fighting for what that could be. Is that like the whole like Libra thing? Or is that like when they do like the year the different well that would be the Chinese year thing. I don't I am not a very cultured person apparently. Yeah, I've been here coming in. If you really want to get technical about Latin pronunciation, AE sounds like I, according to my high school Latin textbook, but also V sounds like W. So I just say the words in English ways. Fantastic. All I know is that my medical terminology book said if it's AE at the end, it's E. That's what they said to me. I don't know. They might be wrong. They could be wrong. Sean says we start with 270 and then they fuse into 206 to 213. You know, if you have like six fingers or something, some people have more ribs. True, true. What major at uni? I am taking a like I'm in the program for occupational therapy assistant, which is an associate's degree, which yeah, because I know different places call like what we call college uni. So I think that's yeah. Because then some places call college something that we either don't have or like doesn't make sense to me. One time in Indie Andy explained that to me. May have forgotten a little bit. Adam says, I don't like being limited to one genre or artist. Are we not allowed to obsess over one song then burn out on it a week later? Exactly. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I'll like be like, you know what? I should try listening to the song again because I know I was listening to it for like the longest time. And it was the best thing ever on the planet. And then I listen to it, I'm like, this song is boring. I don't care. It's sad. Um there's interesting pronunciation also happening in the chat here. Um, oh, okay, now I have to click on it. Okay. Amanda says, at Yak been here. This is really interesting. As a native speaker of Portuguese, a Latin language, we say, don't know what that accent marker makes it sound like. I I'm gonna say maybe it's vertebra, maybe. And he says back, that's really interesting. Of course, here in the chat we say it whatever with perfect pronunciation because it's just written here, so we're all saying it right. Amanda says it's a bit different to hear you pronounce it vertebrae because I'm so used to the Portuguese word and it's so similar. Interesting. Oh, like long like oh like vertebra like that instead of vertebra. Okay. Yummy says, I mean, if you relate to what people say, like Libra people are like their personality and stuff. Honestly, not a whole lot. Like, I don't know. I think it'd be fun, I guess, to be able to relate to that. Cause like I know some people like really get into it and they're like, yeah, I'm a this, I'm a that. And that's such a whatever thing to do. And like I know that like not sorry, I just see in the chat. Yes. Ah. Sorry. Trying to get me to pronounce something properly is an event. It's an event. But like I don't know. I feel like I'm missing out on the fun of like really identifying with the description, but obviously like it wouldn't be reasonable for everyone who is born in a certain like range to actually identify with that particular description or whatever. So yeah, what about you? Do you identify like or relate to yours a lot? I'm just reading it. Yes. Ah. Yeah, I think Yummy says, because I'm a Leo and it's nothing like me, lol, and I don't know if it's related to autism. I'm autistic. Gotcha. See, I don't know. It could be just like it could be that one, or two, it could also just be because like it's hard, it's hard to describe a bunch of people, like totally different people who are born in the same range of time. So I don't know, it could be because of that. Yak Veneer says, I feel like medical students might say bruh when being assigned all the names of the bones for the first time. You're not kidding. You're not kidding. We were getting very frustrated trying to learn all the like okay, so like you learn the bone. So at the point that we're at, like it's not just like, oh, that's the humerus. It's like this is the head of the humerus. This is the neck of the humerus. This is the I forgot everything already. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking of the femur and the greater and lesser trochanter, but that's not accurate for the humerus at all. Oh yeah, it's just like the greater tubercle and lesser tubercle or something like that. And then there's like a bicipital groove. And I think there's also a spiral or radial something something or another. Like, there's all sorts of random things that go on that same bone, and that's where we're at, where we have to, like, figure out all the little pieces, all little spots that you can't even tell are there sometimes. Yeah, very fun. This conversation is humorous. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no problem, Yummy. So, it's been an hour, and we have devolved into talking about random bone stuffs. Mostly my fault. And how to pronounce things and the fact that I'm not very good at it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up here in a minute. Yakbin here says anterior, posterior. I remember some of these words from anatomy class. Memorization for that class was intense, and I wasn't even in a medical field. Yeah, I am kind of blown away at like how much my like medical related stuff we need to know to do OTA. But it makes sense because we can often end up in hospitals assisting in like people's rehabilitation and stuff like that. So um, hello, Codis Blue says, "What's happening here? YouTube suggested me to join your birthday. How young are you? And by the way, where's the cake? The cake is hiding. I'm sorry. Um, I feel like we're gonna go back to the cake is a lie. I'm sorry. Okay. I just turned 27 today, so welcome to my birthday party. That's about to end. um, I have a cupcake, but I don't have it here to, like, show you. There's also cake emojis, though, so there's that. No bones about it. This party was great. Thanks, Yak Veneer. Alex Harrison says, "Have a good night. Glad I could join for a bit and say hi. Have a great rest of your week." Thank you. I'm glad you were able to come by. Thank you for the cake emoji. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. So thank you all so much for coming by, and thank you for all the birthday wishes. You guys are awesome, and thank you for spending my birthday with me for an hour of my life and your life, and we all got to hang out and talk about bones. So it's been great. Um 27. Oh, come on. Shut the front door. Happy birthday. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Um what is I mean, oh, for what it's worth. I am around a decade older than you. Really? Nuh-uh. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jack V. I appreciate it. I'll pop you up here. Why don't they show me the super sticker? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see it. I need to go see it. I'm going to go see the sticker. Thank you, by the way, very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna see it. I wanna see it. Where is it at? I will find you. I will find the sticker. I don't wanna see an ad right now. I just want to see the sticker. And it's not letting me load the chat until I see. Yeah, oh, he's so cute. Okay, sorry. It's a little oh, it's cute. Okay, you guys can see in the chat. It's a cute little like Shiba Inu. Anyway, sorry. Thank you. It's cute. Consolation cake for Miss Howzat. Thank you, thank you. And happy birthdays. And thank yous. Thank you to you is what I mean. It's yes. Thank you for happy birthdays. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for the stickers. And thank you for the emojis. And thank you guys just for being awesome in general. I love you guys so much. And I will disappear now. Thank you. And I'm really bad at saying goodbye. So I'm gonna push the button. So bye. Thank you all. I hope you have a good night and weekend and whatever else. And hopefully I'll have a video on time for you guys next week.